Okay, so today I'm making a quick and easy chili. I've got about 1.5 pounds of hamburger meat. I've got onion. I've got a seasoning mix. It's got onions and celery and bell pepper in it. I have already added my salt, pepper, my crazy mixed up salts, and my garlic powder. I'm going to be adding my chili powder. For my sauce, I'm going to have tomato sauce. I'm going to go ahead and put some stewed tomatoes in there and some chili beans. Once I get this all the meat brown, that's when I'll add my liquids in. And about 15-20 minutes after it simmers, taste it, see if it needs more salt and more chili powder. This is just a simple, basic chili. Nothing fancy. You can add jalapenos or anything like that. I just try to make it just pretty basic. I'll probably add a couple of little jalapenos, but overall I just kind of make a basic, mildly spicy chili. Okay, so the meat is browned. I did decide to go ahead and add 3 slices of jalapenos to go ahead and brown with the meat. As you can see, I guess the chili powder, it should make the meat kind of a reddish. That's just kind of how I measure out my chili powder. Not really a specific amount, just kind of like, to taste. And pretty much seasoning's always to taste. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything else added in here. Tomato sauce, stewed tomatoes, and my beans. Get this all stirred up. And like I said, we're going to get this simmer for about 15 minutes. I'm going to taste it, see if I need any more salt, any more other kind of seasoning, like chili powder, and we will go from there. Just a minute. Okay, it's been simmering about 15 minutes. I tasted it. What you have to remember, if you use stewed tomatoes, because of the tomato sauce and all that, it will be a little sweet. So probably going to have to add a little bit more garlic. And I wanted to mention, if you use a store brand of chili powder, it's usually not as strong, I guess you could say. So you usually have to add a little bit more of the chili powder too. But what I did want to say is, besides that, if it's too sweet, you can add a little bit more salt, but you don't want to oversalt it. What you can do is add a squirt of mustard. I know it sounds weird, but the mustard kind of helps it, I don't know, keeps the salt down. So I'm going to cover this back up. I'm going to simmer it again for another 15-20 minutes while I get some rice cooked. Yep, I don't know for sure where that came from, if it's from a New Orleans family or not. I just know we've always had rice with our chili. So I'm making some rice. I'm going to let this simmer some more, and hopefully we'll get the flavor down, and I'll be back. Okay, so it has been simmering probably a total of 30 minutes or so. I've tasted it. I did wind up adding a little bit more salt, not much. I did forget. I did add a can of I took the beans and I added a can of water. So it does have some water in it. I was thinking, as I was sitting here scooping my rice up, where the whole rice thing came from. And then it dawned on me, my mom had 6 kids and 2 adults, so 8 people in the family. So growing up, we had a lot of rice or pasta dishes. But, when you're feeding 8 people on a one household income, you got to be a little bit creative. But, that's the way we were raised, and now I pretty much like rice with everything. So if you're trying to make a meal stretch, make you a little bit of rice. This pot right here, with 1.5 pounds of meat, you could probably feed, I'd probably see 6 or 7 people with this. So you can add a little bit cheese to the top if you want, and or not, and then you have a nice bowl of chili on a cold day. Or like me, I like chili year round. Okay, y'all, enjoy.